The hardest part about quitting smoking is just not like grabbing a cigarette and throw it away. It's actually handling the cravings, and I handled mine without using any nicotine source, no gums, no vape, or even no therapy at all. So I'm gonna share my method, how I handle it, so you could do the same. Basically, let's scrutinize the old method for the start, right? What's the old method? Nicotine replacement therapies. It's 1 plus 1 equals 2, right? Because they kind of do this to protect ourselves from the withdrawal. It sounds nice because we're kind of avoiding the pain. It's good. But the problem is this. Okay, we're trying to quit nicotine, right? Right. And at the same time, we're consuming nicotine from an outer source. Yes, we're not getting chemicals from cigarettes. Fine, fantastic, amazing. But do you want to be a nicotine consumer for the rest of your life? I don't think so. I don't think so. Even you won't watch this far in this video or click into this video if you really want to be a nicotine consumer for the rest of your life. So what we're gonna do? First, we're gonna wake up from this dream. We're gonna wake up from the lies we got sold into, because if you really want to quit something, we have to stop consuming this substance. So what we're gonna do? First, I heavily encourage you to check the mentorship program. If you want to quit smoking in 30 days or less, it's gonna save your life and change your life like I changed so many people's lives. And for the second, we're gonna do something called removal method, which I named previously. Removal method means we're gonna remove the thoughts or the beliefs we got about the cigarette. So what do I mean by that? You started smoking for a certain reason. And you want to quit smoking for a certain reason. It didn't magically occur in your mind, oh, I should stop smoking now, or I should start smoking now, right? There was a reason, and whatever it is, I want you to find it now. Did you find it? Okay, so for me, it was stress. I was a elementary school kid or middle school kid, I don't know how to call this in America, 10 years old basically, preparing for the high school, and I want to get in a better high school so I could get into better university. You get the whole story. So I studied for 4 years, grinded like a dog, and met with the cigarettes as a stress reducer. I heavily believed into it because once I smoked it, it actually made me relax for 10 to 15 seconds. And I only want to look at this perspective in cigarette wise. So I eventually got hooked, started to smoke 2 packs a day in high school so I could get a better university, right? Same story. Then I realized I was in the university, everything's nice except my lungs, and I was coughing like a 60-year-old. Yeah. So, until I realized what I need to do, I tried so many methods like cold turkey, like vape, like nicotine gums. Because, truth be told, they're easy. They just sell you another thing. Let's imagine this is vape. They just sell you another substance, and you rely all of your hopes into that. Instead, you're relying all of your hopes into you, which is ironic because you're kind of admitting, oh, I'm a failure. I was about to swear. I was about to basically say, oh, I'm a fucking failure. I can't achieve any result. So I'm going to buy someone else's product, which he thinks I'm a loser too, and I'm going to consume this. Imagine me vaping. Oh, I quitted nicotine. Are we delusional for a second? Yes, we are. We are. Sometimes some of us in this scenario, me, needs to be harsh because to realize what we're really facing against. And I said in this removal method, we're going to remove one thing. And it's going to be a thing called associations. And since you know what association means, it's basically the metaphorization. I forgot the word for that, but I'm just going to draw an A. And I'm going to draw basically habit cycle to you. It's just small thing, nothing fancy. You can see it on the camera like I see. So I'm going to draw in another arrow. So T means trigger, B means behavior, R means reward. Simple. This is a basic habit loop. Whether you're playing bass guitar, whether you're recording videos or smoking, it's always the same. Same thing occurs, no surprises. But if you're getting enjoyment from the bass guitar, or if you hate playing bass guitar, this association factor plays a huge role, because you're the one who kind of sets the boundaries with the habits. Like, I really enjoy playing bass guitar. Maybe you hate it because you don't want to do something rhythmical. It's all about in your head. Did you get it? Fine, good. So let's go back to cigarette example. So let's say I associated cigarettes with, like, it was a stress reducer, like I previously said. Okay, since I think like that, in which occasions I'm gonna smoke? When I got stressed. It's really simple, right? So my trigger is stress. And once I got triggered, it will move into behavior cycle, or it will push yourself in the behavior cycle. If you're trying to resist at this stage, you most likely get that craving feeling, which most of us hate. You're gonna feel like your veins gonna feel tense. Even you're gonna shake a little bit, like I did in the past, and there will be so many confusions in your mind. No. Then you grab the cigarette, and even if you're trying to stop here, cravings will get worse because you kind of put it on the action, and you're trying to oppose yourself, which your brain thinks you're doing something right, but at the same time you're doing something wrong. But because of the associations in your mind, everything's in a mess. Basically, everything's a mess. In this removal method, we're just gonna kill association. If we kill the association, this habit cycle doesn't make sense. But most methods of quitting smoking is just this. Let me just close the pen for a second. It's just this. Identify triggers, just to eliminate triggers, which is stupid. If you eliminate triggers, there's literally behavior and reward things which could create crazy chaoses in your life. I'm about to sneeze, that's why I'm waiting for a second. Okay. So if you could identify triggers, you could lock yourself in a room for 30 days. I tried that, by the way. Like, I literally lock myself in a room, read books, like try to spend time online for 10 hours a day. I was waking up on my PC, even eating here, not leaving a room for a second, because I really want to quit smoking. But it didn't work, because you always find a trigger to trigger you. I suddenly got stressed because I was like lonely for 30 days. Boom. And I go back to the habit. So that's why I was saying, like, normal cycles don't work, because this is technically a psychological addiction. This is the problem we're trying to handle. This is the thing that we're trying to handle with the removal. And if you want to quit smoking in 30 days or less with my help, there's a link in the description. It's gonna change your life. And so, since you understand this is a psychological problem, you're kind of looking at your wallet, which you spend most of the money in the substances or the cessation tools products, which they create billions of dollars industry. Yeah, from an artificial addiction. Man could do literally anything for the money, even the poison the peers. Wow. It just surprises me. But anyway, here's I've beat cravings, and now you know that. And if you want to change your life in 30 days by quitting smoking without any pain, check the link in the description. It's literally going to save your life, I promise. This is I2. Take care.